Hey, Bricky's Bible. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. We started off last time by talking about like good news in the midst of bad news. Now we're going to start this exciting adventure, starting to think, what is this good news, and like follow it through. The good news is about Jesus Christ, the Son of God. Now, sometimes people imagine and think, like especially like in this country, um, that there is a god of some kind that like lives somewhere else, like away, far, far away from this world. And then there are like lots of other people who think there is no God at all, and that everything just sort of like came out of nowhere all by itself and is going nowhere with our help, and that's all that there is really to it. Now, if you the thing is, like, so if we say to the person, like, on the street, so say we're walking along in the street and then we see it like a person and we say, do you think there's a God? And they might go, yeah, probably something out there somewhere. And they say, well, what's it like? Well, they would just say, well, it's this big, like, sort of slightly angry old man who kind of has always lived by himself, and then he's still like out there somewhere, and he doesn't really have much to do with us, and he's quite sensitive and gets easily upset by when we do naughty things. And then if you talk to somebody who like doesn't believe in God, and then you say to them, well, which God exactly is it that you don't believe in? Because like there's lots of religions in the world that say there's loads and loads of different kinds of gods. So you say to like somebody, well, you don't believe that there's a God. What kind of God is it that you don't believe that exists? And then they'll nearly always like say that same kind of thing, like this sort of slightly angry old man with a big white beard who kind of lives up in the sky. So there are those who like think both, either that a God like that exists, and then there's some who like think, no, that's the God that definitely doesn't exist. And then it starts to make you think, well, is there really like a God at all? And like, what's that God like, if there is a God at all? The amazing thing is that the God of the Bible, right? The God of the Bible that we meet in the Bible and who comes and like meets us, and we're going to meet in like Mark's story of Jesus. In other words, Jesus, who like actually did things in the real world instead of just like sitting up in like some like weird armchair or something. He actually did things in the real world. He always says about himself that he didn't like sort of come into the world all by himself. But like he was sent by somebody else. And then he always says, like, I'm not doing things in my own strength. He's, oh yeah, I do stuff in my own strength. No, everything that I do with the help of somebody else. He says that he's sent by his Father, and that he's the Son of his Father, and that everything that he does by the power or the strength of his Holy Spirit. The God of the Bible, now this is amazing and so exciting, right? The God of the Bible is not this like weird loner who's always been by himself with like an angry beard. No. But a father who has always loved his son, a son who's always like loved and been with his father, and a Holy Spirit of the Father and the Son. Now, these three persons have always lived together throughout endless ages. So no matter how far you go back, like if you go back, as far as you can possibly go back, say go back 1,000,000 years, and then 1,000,000,000 years, and then 1,000,000,000,000 years, and then I don't even know what number comes after that, but you go further back than that, the Father, Son, and Spirit were alive and well, and having a great time together, an amazing time together. And they had such a good time together that they didn't want to keep it to themselves, but rather they thought, let's like make loads of other people that we can like share our life with and bring them in to our family to live with us forever. That's where everything has come from. That's good news, because you have then been made, not like by accident or by chance or by like some like really nasty God up there who hates you and has got it in for you. No, you've been made by the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, because they love you and they want you to know them and to be part of their life and family and to live the same way that they live in a way that will never end. That is beginning of like good news. We're going to see how this is going to play out, but that is the beginning of the best news in all the world. Thanks so much for watching. God bless you.